You watch a price change right in front of you. 1 second, it's $180. You get up, grab your card, sit back down. It's $340 now. And the first word that jumps into your head isn't expensive, it's stolen. Like that $180 was already yours. Like someone reached into your pocket and took it back out. Notice that. You're not mad about a number. You're mad about a theft that never happened, because nothing was ever taken, nothing was ever given. There's a gremlin behind that feeling, and he has a name. In a moment you'll meet the Anchor Gremlin, the specific mental trick that turns a price you glimpsed into a price you think you own, and the exact sentence that breaks his hold on you the instant it changes. And by the end, you'll have a second move, one you make before the price even loads, that plants your own number first, so his never gets the chance to root. But right now, you're just standing at that checkout, jaw tight, watching your total climb. You open the app. Flight's $180. You get up, grab your card, come back. $340. Your jaw tightens. Your first thought isn't, prices change. It's, they stole that from me. Notice the word you just used, stole. As if $180 was already sitting in your account. It wasn't. It was a number on a screen for 90 seconds. But your brain didn't file it as a quote. It filed it as a deal you already had, and now that deal is gone. That gap between what you expected to pay and what you're being asked to pay isn't just annoying. It's the exact spot where a very specific gremlin lives, and he's been waiting for you to open that tab. Call him the Anchor Gremlin. His trick isn't making things expensive. Plenty of things are expensive and you shrug. His trick is planting a number in your head first, the old price, the price you saw yesterday, the price your friend paid, and letting that number quietly become your baseline. Once it's your baseline, anything above it doesn't feel like a price. It feels like a loss. This is the same wiring behavioral economists like Daniel Kahneman and Amos Tversky spent decades mapping. Your brain weighs losses roughly twice as heavily as equivalent gains. Losing $160 you never had stings harder than gaining $160 would have felt good. The Anchor Gremlin doesn't need to raise the price much. He just needs you to have seen the lower one first. Here's where it gets uncomfortable. Dynamic pricing isn't guessing at this, it's built on it. Airlines, rideshare apps, concert ticket platforms, their pricing engines are tuned to show you a number, let it sit for a few seconds, then move it. Not because the seat got more valuable, because the sitting is the point. The first number you see becomes a mental deposit. You didn't ask for that deposit, you didn't earn it. But once it's there, watching it disappear triggers the same neural alarm as watching money leave your actual wallet. That's not you being irrational for feeling robbed. That's the system doing exactly what it was designed to do. So ask yourself honestly, when was the last time a price jump made you angrier than the actual dollar amount justified? Was it really about the 20, the 40, the $100? Or was it about the feeling that something you'd mentally claimed got yanked back? If one comes to mind, drop it in the comments. I want to see how many of us have been burned by the same gremlin. Sit with that for a second, because most people never separate the two. They just feel cheated and act on the feeling, booking in a panic, buying to beat the price, or storming off and paying more somewhere else out of spite. All three are the Anchor Gremlin's preferred outcomes. He just needs you to react to the anchor instead of the actual number in front of you. Now here's the part that should genuinely surprise you. The old price was never a right. It was a snapshot, one moment in a pricing algorithm that runs thousands of times a day based on demand, time, inventory, your device, even your location. You have no more claim to that $180 fare than you have to the price of milk from 6 months ago. But your brain doesn't do algorithms, it does narratives. And the narrative it built, the second you saw that first number was, "This is mine now." That's the whole con. Not a lie about value, a quiet, unauthorized upgrade from price I saw to price I own. So what actually breaks this? Not willpower, not just don't get emotional. You need a mechanical interrupt because the anchor plants itself before you're even aware you're comparing. Try this. The moment a price changes on you, name the anchor out loud, even mentally. Say the actual sentence, "That first number was never guaranteed to me." It sounds almost too simple, but saying it forces your brain to reclassify the old price from possession lost back to information I briefly had. That single reframe drops the emotional charge fast because loss aversion needs you to believe ownership existed. Take the ownership claim away and the anger has nothing left to attach to. There's a second move, and this one's about timing, not words. Before you ever check a dynamic price, flights, event tickets, rideshares, decide your ceiling first. Not your ideal price. Your absolute walkaway number, written down or typed into a note before the app shows you anything. Why does order matter so much? Because whichever number you see first becomes the anchor. If your own ceiling gets there before the algorithm's number does, you've planted your own anchor instead of borrowing theirs. The gremlin only wins the anchoring game if his number arrives uncontested. Show up with one already in hand, and there's nothing left for him to plant. Watch what happens the next time a price ticks up while you're staring at a checkout screen. You'll feel the same jolt. That's not going away, it's wired in. But now you have a script for the jolt instead of a reaction to it. Name the anchor, check it against the ceiling you already set, and decide from there, not from the sting. The sting fades in seconds once you know what it actually is. Not theft, not injustice, just a number doing what numbers do when they're built to move. So the next time a total jumps right in front of you and your stomach drops like something's being taken away, pause and ask the real question. What exactly do you think you lost? Because the honest answer, almost every time, is nothing. You never had that price, you only had a glimpse of it. And the Anchor Gremlin has made a very good living off the half-second most people never stop to check. What's the last price jump that made your blood boil? And looking back now, was it really the number, or was it the number you thought you already owned? That one's worth sitting with in the comments.